Good evening. Welcome to Tuesday. I hope that you are all having the most fantastic day and that your week is going well. Something that I really wanted to talk about today is looking at our purpose in life. Now, I don't know how you personally view life and what it gives back to you in return, but I had a really wonderful conversation with my mom today, actually. We sat on the phone for quite some time talking about life, talking about how she feels now that she has retired. And actually, as we progress throughout life, we find ourselves in different modes and eras. So when you are a child, you are somebody's daughter or son. When you are a teenager, you are a pupil or student. When you become an adult, you are an employee. You may then become a parent if you're blessed to have children. You may become a partner, a husband, a wife, somebody that people depend upon, somebody that is helpful, useful, kind and caring. But we all have these titles. We all have these roles at different ages and stages of life. And when my brother and I left home quite some years ago now, my mum found that she kind of had to reassess. What am I if I'm not caring for children? She continued to work. So she said, I'm an employee and a wife. But then what happens when you retire? Okay, you no longer have that role of what you have spent the past 40 or 50 years of your life doing. So now you have to say, who am I? What do I like? How will I spend my spare time? And is this fulfilling? I think a lot of people kind of hit those milestones in life at 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old and beyond, and kind of have that wake-up call of, how am I living? What is my reality? And is this meaningful to me? That's probably something that's quite deep for a Tuesday evening to discuss, but I would love to hear your thoughts on this, on how you view life differently with each passing decade, and any advice that you would give to your younger self. If you were to take 10 years off now from your age, what would you say to yourself 10 years ago as a way to kind of manage and navigate life? So scrolling through your comments, guys, just to catch up, thank you all for joining. Opemye, I hope I've said that right, says fine. Gabriel says, hello Tracy, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Rafiq says something that I can't read, but thank you for joining. Bahan says, hi, welcome. I've got hiccups from eating dinner. Rehan says, very nice, thank you. And Jolie says, where are you from? I am from England, born and raised, but my father's side of the family are Hungarian and my mother's side of the family are Irish. So of Eastern European descent, as it turns out. But being born and raised in England, I guess it's all I've ever known is to be English. But, you know, if we were to all trace our family trees back, I'm sure nobody is from any original country. We are a mixture, a melting pot of culture and diversity, which is very exciting and lovely. Where are you all from and how are you spending today? So I often get lots of Facebook pictures. Leon says, happy Tuesday to you. Thank you, Leon, and to you. Facebook throwing up memories. It will say this day, a year ago, 5 years ago, seems to be a lot of 10 years ago. I don't know what I was doing on that year of my life where I'm consistently uploading content, but lots of 10-year ago things are popping up recently saying this was you on this day in 2015. And I'm like, oh my goodness, how far life has taken me in that time and how I live differently now. But also I'm the same person. I've just had life experience, maybe a bit of wisdom sprinkled in along the way. Ridia says, looking great. Oh, thank you. And Sada says, hi Tracy. Hi, welcome. What have you learnt over the past 10 years? I think we all grow into ourselves with every stage of life. As you know, I've moved from my children being babies to now being teenagers, from doing night feeds and headstands and press-ups, working out from home, to now being able to work out in the gym. I've also gone from juggling raising children on my own and building a career to now being able to travel the world and have this freedom as a result of